The Dragon's Revenge. One dark night on the moon, a baby dragon named Clog was born. When he had grown up, he was found by a spaceman who became his friend. How did he get to the moon, he wondered. The spaceman told him the story of his dragon family that had lived on Earth near a small rural town. Some were killed by the people near their home, and the other dragons had left the area. As a little boy, the spaceman had sent the last local egg to the moon in a rocket to keep it safe. He was sad about the dragons being killed, as they were quite friendly. They just looked scary. The fires they were blamed for starting had in fact been started by lightning strikes. The dragon was sad and angry after hearing what happened to his family. He decided to get revenge on the people that had killed his family. The spaceman told him that things had changed in the town near his old home. The town found that since the dragons left, their town was raided each year by bandits who stole their crops and burned down homes. They had been trying to find the dragons to say sorry and ask them to come back. When the dragons had lived there, strangers were too scared to come to the area. Clog asked the spaceman for a ride to Earth. The spaceman said he would be happy to take the dragon back to Earth. They hopped into the spaceman's rocket and returned to Earth. Clog was still angry that his family had been killed and driven away, but the people were so happy to see him, he decided to forgive them. He decided to look for other dragons to ask them to come back home. A dragon seems to know where others are with their magic minds. Clog set off to find dragons in the deserted wildlands. He finally found a group, and they said how hard it had been to find food and live in the wildlands, and they agreed to return to their nice old home near the town. The people said they were very sorry for their mistake and now knew it was not the dragons that had started the fires. They said how much they had missed the dragons. They would never again forget that the dragons had been their friends. The dragons moved back into their mountain caves and were happy to be back in their ancient home. Some months later, the bandits returned to steal what the townspeople had grown. The bandits rode horses and had big swords in their hands.
There was a huge battle, and the dragons joined with the townspeople to fight the bandits. It was very noisy and lots of blood as the fight continued. In the end, the bandits were driven off the land and never came back. The town returned to being a peaceful place where people and dragons still live.